Hey guys, what's going on? I got my old Guitar Hero If It's Too Loud, You're Too Old shirt. And I'm probably gonna get Guitar Hero Warriors Rock. Can't wait for it, looks cool. Now, back to yesterday, I didn't notice that I did do some stupid things. For example, I just really screwed up in some parts, and a lot of people said other comments like, dude, no one really cares about the story, which is pretty true, but in video games, you know, you gotta care about a story. And there were some other comments like, I didn't know who the people were in the next Call of Duty Black Ops Zombie mode, which is JFK, I can't remember the other names, but either way, I don't know American history, alright? And the Cuban leader, someone told me he was a terrorist, and pretty much it wasn't, I can't really remember. Anyways, I'm not very good with that history. I have to pretty much read up about it, and either way, in the future, I'm probably going to have to read up about it in school or something like that. I don't know. Now, over the comments, I did notice some people were saying, you know, dude, you gotta get your history straight and story straight. Well, on my reviews, as you've seen, some of them are good and some of them aren't. But really, I just really want to talk about the comments at first off, because the comments that did not make any sense. Like, oh, dude, you're so fat and ugly. Like, I'm talking about a video game here, dude. Am I talking about how I look? Did I talk about, you know, should I wear panties tomorrow or something like that? I'm not talking about shit like this, okay? I ain't talking about myself. If I'm talking about a video game, you talk about a video game, alright? Some people actually respected this and actually said comments, you know, dude, I didn't really like it because of this and that. And what I said is what I thought about Call of Duty. I find you should let you start out with a different pistol if you play as the German guy, let you have a different pistol from the other guys. I didn't like the part about story, like there's no story, like how did they get from one place to the other. The part where you can't close doors when you open them, because, you know, that's strategy. If you close a door, then they have to find out another way to get to you. And a lot of people said I was comparing it to Dead Ops. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but I'm not comparing it to like Left 4 Dead or Dead Ops. I probably did, but who really cares, alright? I'm just saying there's some stuff that they had that they somewhat should have more teamwork because of other stuff in that. I'm not sure, alright? But either way, the comments were all describing, you know, that dude, you're stupid, you're not getting this right. And I did see some of the comments and I did say, oh. So, those of you who did comment about the game and what I said, you're open to your mind to talk about the game and how you find I did it. But if you're insulting me, going on my channel and saying, oh dude, you're just a stupid idiot, nah, you're all fat, no talk, or something like that, you know, that ain't cool, man. That basically, I went on one person's channel and he said that I was a fat, ugly kid. And you know how many videos he has? Would you like to know how many videos he has? He has none. He has no subscribers, no comments on his channel. He pretty much is nothing. He just basically watched and just looked at my video and just said, dude, you know, your video sucks. I'm just gonna make fun of it. You know, I'm doing something on my channel. I'm putting videos on my channel. I'm putting my channel up on top, and I'm trying to get it really high and get a lot of subscribers. I got like 9 subscribers right now, and you're complaining about what I'm doing, even though I have videos and you have absolutely none. You know, why don't you just shut your mouth, alright? I know my videos do lag. If you watch my other videos, you will see it does not work well as well. In another one of my channels, the same problem was going on as well. But going on my channel and just saying this bullshit, you just look like an idiot, alright? So just if you didn't like what I was saying, that's fine. Just say that. Just say what you didn't like about it. But if you're gonna go on there and just make fun of me or that, fuck you. Now, anyways, the multiplayer mode, I wasn't really getting excited about Black Ops because of the upset of Modern Warfare 2. And that's part 2 to basically what I'm talking about Black Ops about. Well, it's not really a part 2, it's just really talking about the multiplayer. Because the multiplayer is basically the really cool part. Now they're taking create a class and putting it way more up. Basically, before you were just able to customize the guns, the perks, and the type of stuff that you grenades that you bring around with you, or specialty items like claymores and tactical insurgents. But along this line, you actually are now able to make your own person, create your own person, customize the person the way you want, and that's who you play as, which is really cool. Because I always said to my friends, you know, why the hell is there no customization for your character but for your guns? And now they have finally taken the second step in the customization and actually allowed you to customize your own guy. You are allowed to also they took basically a third step, and the third step was that they were able to be like Halo, and you can create your own emblem. But it's not that stuff where basically it's pre-chosen like Halo. Like, for example, a mask with 2 swords. Well, you can get rid of one sword, but you can't get rid of the other. And can you do anything else with the other emblems? No. You can only choose 2 emblems, and then you can basically X out one part of it, and then only have one part. Now, really, what I do want to say is that that's really cool. They're not taking a customization part from basically before what their predecessors did in Modern Warfare 2. They didn't take that sort of step where it was basically the same thing, but they only fixed the weapons in a sort of crappy sort of way. You know, like how basically there are some things you can do with the weapons, some things you can't. There was also some other parts, like for example, the only thing that you can customize on Modern Warfare 2 is the weapons, and really the perks made it sort of crappy, you know what I mean? Like Commando, it lets you run around the map and basically snipe people at a greater distance. Now that's what people really hated about Modern Warfare 2, that they can just be like basically like a couple of inches away from you, and then you can shoot them, but they end up lunging at you and just knifing you just like that. And it looks like they may have balanced it. Who really knows, alright? After Modern Warfare 2, no one really knows if it's going to be a good game or a bad game. And so basically, this here's the part I want to say. They have brought a huge approach to this. It's basically like the customization for the guns and your characters and everything on there is as big as what Brink's gonna be, Army of Two, and all those big games that we have seen that has huge customization. It just looks astounding to see what they have come up with. And then along the way, we're also going to have currency in the game. Currency. And that's cool. You know, with New Vegas, they had 2 different types of currency. Caesar's Legion and the New California Republic money. And they also have the cap still, which is pretty cool. So the fact that they have currency now is... Should other video games do this? This is one question I ask you. Should other video games be like Call of Duty Black Ops, where basically, in order to get other weapons, all you have to do is pay in money? That each game would have their own specific kind of money, and their own kind of way of how you fix up your character, like Brink. Brink and Black Ops are 2 big things now I want to get. Because Brink, your character can be so well customized, and the story that they have laid out is basically if you play as the security, or if you play as security, the resistance is the bad guys and you're the good guys. But if you play as resistance, you're the good guys and the security is the bad guys. So it's really cool how basically there's no good guys or no bad guys. Just basically, if like back then in World War II, if you were a Nazi, are you a bad guy? No, you're not a bad guy if you're a Nazi. You think you're the good guy. But for like if you're an American, then the Nazis are the bad guys and you're the good guy. Well, it can be different either way because that's what it was like. There's no good guys and bad guys in real life. There's only people that you think are good guys and then they're bad guys. So, with that to say, yes, that is a little bit confusing if you did not get it. But it's just a cool way to see what they're doing. And the wager matches look incredibly awesome. Now, if I do have to say, I hope that they do 5 things that Modern Warfare 2 really pissed me off. Number 1 is the perks. Now, automatically, the perks in Modern Warfare 2, each perk had its own ability to cancel out another perk or a kill streak. And it was like, what the hell is the point of even playing this game if one thing cancels out another thing? Which, it was sort of annoying. I mean, it was really annoying. For example, how can I say this? I'm trying to figure out. Oh yeah, if you choose the perk that lets you be that you have no heat signature whatsoever, and you put a security turret down on the ground, if that person walks out in front of it, it won't do jack shit, which is pretty annoying and pisses me off. The second problem I had about this game was the part of, you know, the care packages, because when you drop a care package, an enemy, if you die, can go pick it up, or your allies. So if you have an emergency airdrop, and your teammates don't even ask you, or you have a headset on, and you're like, okay guys, I'm gonna drop an emergency airdrop. I want you guys to pick it up. So then they pick it up, and then you can win. But some people on your team are so fucking greedy that when you go on hardened mode, he doesn't think about strategy. He thinks about the fucking kill streak, and then he kills you just to get a fucking box. Or it's the other way around, and it's an enemy that kills you and is able to take your care package. You know, that's bullshit. Why is that possible? And the third thing I hated about this game was the sort of cheatish way it looked like. It looked like everyone was cheating at one point. I don't know, it was just weird. Like, for example, a guy can hide behind a corner, and then all of a sudden he knows you're coming right at him, and then he jumps out of the corner and shoots you in the head, and then he goes back to where he was. You know, that's sort of weird and cheap. He didn't cheat whatsoever, but for some reason it looked like he did. And then there's the fourth problem I really hate, and that's like the AC-130 and the chopper gunner. All of you know what I'm talking about. You'll be in a building, and then you'll be like, oh, I'm safe. And then all of a sudden, the freaking chopper gunner comes by and shoots you. And you're like, what the fuck? I was in a solid building. Can you not see this? I played this last night, and this shit kept happening, and it kept pissing me off. And the fifth problem is the nuke. Because the nuke ends the entire game. Now, wouldn't it have been cool if there was one part, like a non-irradiation zone, where basically, if you go inside there, you survive. So if basically no one is near a non-radiation zone, basically if one whole team doesn't get to a non-radiation zone, the entire team would lose the battle. But the other team would win if there's one guy or two, or if the whole team survives. That would be sort of cool. And then after a while, you would have to wait a couple of minutes and wait for the radiation cool to stop, and then you keep playing. So that's all I have to say. I have to quickly end this video up. See you guys ever, and don't talk like, don't go flaming on my channel like that again, alright? See you guys later.